am the fire, I am burning brighter, roaring like a storm, and I am the one I've been waiting for.
Hey guys, did you miss me? How's everybody doing? It's Jade, I'm back, and if you can't tell, you know, I've made a couple changes. How you doing? We're back with the Phoenix Gate podcast. How you doing? Shout out to Podcast City Network. Shout out to the second rounds on us, Florida and New York City edition. Stay tuned to the New York City edition tomorrow. They're gonna have a special guest, Bobby Geek and Nerdington. Amazing man, awesome person. Stay tuned also this weekend where Florida edition is hosting big cosplay contests and all sorts of fun shit at another convention down in Florida. It's gonna be a really good time. As for me, you guys have been, if you've been paying attention to social media, the Instagram and the Facebook, I have been going to like a lot of concerts in the past couple of weeks. I saw Breaking Benjamin and I saw Evanescence. I saw Ozzy Osbourne. It's just been a really crazy, Fall Out Boy. I saw Fall Out Boy. It's just been literally like the last couple of weeks have been just jam-packed with music. Thank God, because, you know, I love music. But yeah. So we're here. It's issue number 12, and ironically we're doing it on the 12th day of the month. I think I should go play that number tonight. Honestly, I really do think that I should go play 12 or 1 and 2 for the lottery, because who the fuck, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool number to have, you know, your 12th cast on your 12th day of the month. But that's not really what we're going to be talking about tonight. What we're going to be talking about tonight is you know, I want to talk about the concerts that I went to over the past couple of weeks, recap a couple things that have been going on in pop culture, you know, just basically shoot the shit with y'all, because I really didn't have a game plan for tonight's cast. Because, let's be candid here, yesterday was September 11th, and I don't know if I've been very clear with what I do for a living, but I work for the FDNY, and yesterday is a pretty significant day for us. I mean, it's a pretty significant day for the entire country, but for us, it's right here. And being as I'm actually a survivor, it's a pretty bad day for me in general, always has been. And I get pretty around this time of the year mentally, so I kind of check out to save my sanity a little bit. And shut up, Butter! This dog, every time I do a cast, she just has to be there. See, right there, Butter, say hello. Okay, Butter says hello. Happy viewers. Stop. Anyways, so yesterday, you know, on top of everything, where I go to the memorials if I can every year, but yesterday I actually had minor surgery on my spine, because another candid thing, if you guys don't know about me, is I have a pretty bad back injury that happened back in 2015 that caused me to have major surgery on my back. And ever since then, I've had to have the occasional like, it's a surgical procedure, but in actuality, it's like needles going directly into my spinal cord and giving me basically painkillers and steroids. And it's basically to try to improve quality of life. It helps, but I don't do well with anesthesia. I never have, and it makes me pretty fucking sick. And I'm in a significant amount of pain from the procedure, because I mean, it's not a fun time. It's really, oh look, what's peeking out over there? Oh no, my secret is out. This is a wig. Yeah, I'm wearing a wig, guys. I didn't dye my hair and curl it into platinum silver. I just didn't feel like showing my real hair tonight. I wanted to change. So anyways, but that's why also another reason why I didn't really cast last week, because one of my friends, actually, one of my good friends that I worked with for a decade, she passed away last week I didn't really get the full story, but chalking it up to possibly a 9/11 related disease. I'm gonna miss her a lot, and that's why I didn't cast last week. And even though I was on social media a little bit for the concerts, I really wasn't there mentally. You know, the concerts basically helped. They helped a lot to get me over, you know, the fact that my friend is gone, and that, you know, it's 17 years since I've lost so many people that I've known and looked up to and loved. And, you know, it's 17 years since this horrific thing happened. 17 years since what happened to me, you know, since I escaped with my life. So it's just, it's hard. I mean, I don't sit here and say anything about anybody's mental problems, because I trust me, I get them. I got them, you know. And I don't sit here and use 9/11 as a crutch either, because unless I told you, you'd never know that I was there. You'd never know what I was doing on that day. I mean, whatever. But I don't want to focus on that. This is not the type of cast for it. It's the day after, where 17 years ago we were more united than we have ever been, probably since like World War II. And I kind of wish that we could go back to those days, considering how the state of this fucking country is going. But again, not getting political tonight. I'm avoiding everything that's going to be like sad and downer, because it's not, I want happiness today. I want happiness today. I'm probably, once as usual, talking to myself, and that's perfectly fine, because honestly, you guys love listening to me or you don't. But what I do want to bring up is the fact that thank you to all my new followers on Instagram and on Facebook. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the content. Like I said, I'm sorry I haven't really been updating everything. I just basically explained why. You know, life gets in the way sometimes. It just happens. And, you know, there's nothing anybody can really do about it. But it is what it is, and shit happens, right? I mean, what are you going to say? What are you going to do? Excuse me. I'm just going to take a little sip of my juice, because I love fruit punch. It's actually really hard to do a single person cast. I mean, it turns into more of like a blog. And honestly, whatever. Who cares? It's fun. But yeah, let's talk about the recent concerts that I've been to. I mean, because I was at a lot the last few weeks. I was at Fall Out Boy, which was, believe it or not, actually amazing, and it woke up all of my old emo like shit from back in the day. What else? You guys gotta bear with me. I'm actually on a lot of painkillers. It's because, like I said, I had surgery yesterday, so I'm in a little bit of pain. But yeah, so if you hear me getting a little giggly, or, you know, just, you know, he's not really able to follow my train of thought, I'm sorry. Yeah, so Fall Out Boy was good. They had that rapper dude that apparently is in a feud with Eminem right now, like I don't even, like, this is how out of it I am. I don't even know this guy's name. He wasn't terrible on stage. He put on a good show, but I had no idea who he fucking was before the Fall Out Boy show. And in all honesty, obviously I didn't really care, because I can't remember his name. Sorry, my cigarette went out. Wow, I'm like really failing here today. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. So yeah, I love going to music. I love live music, and I love going to these concerts. And believe it or not, this year, because I actually, like, you guys can't tell, I'm a pretty big cosplayer. I mean, why else would I have a wig like this? And I haven't been to a single convention all year. Not one. I mean, I didn't even go to my usuals. I usually go to Eternal Con at the minimum. once a year, and then New York City Comic Con every year. And this year I wanted to go to a lot more conventions, but it didn't work out that way. So instead of going to all these conventions, I went to a fuck ton of concerts this year. In the last 2 months alone, I think I've been to at least 6 or 7 live concerts. It's really just fantastic. And here we are 2 3/4 weeks away from New York City Comic Con, and here's the thing. I could possibly go see Childish Gambino with my cousin's girlfriend on Friday at MSG if I choose to. And I'm thinking about it because honestly, it's fucking Lando Calrissian. Hello! I mean, and he's actually a decent actor and, like, rapper. And I'm not into rap. I don't really like R&B. I don't really like rap like that. That's not really my scene. I'm a rocker alt girl, goth girl at heart. So, like, for me, that's, like, whatever. But, I mean, it's music. And music is life. So why not go if I can get in for, like, $60? That's not bad, you know? I mean, and everybody goes, oh, Jade, well, if you've been so broke and you can't go to conventions all year, how have you been able to afford these concerts? Here's the secret, ladies and gentlemen. Almost every single concert, minus the Ozzy Osbourne concert, has only cost me $20. I gotta give Jones Beach credit. Jones Beach this year has stepped it up to a point where they had amazing music all fucking summer, all season. They have had amazing acts, and I have gotten for $20 fucking really decent seats. I mean, no, I didn't really get all access backstage, and I wasn't up front in like the orchestra section because who can afford that? I can't. But these concerts were so good. I mean, even in the Fall Out Boy concert, yeah, I paid a little bit more for that one, but the seating in Nassau Coliseum is actually very good. And the stage was not that far away from me. And then at one point they even came in front of us, and we were not in the nosebleeds either. The only concert that I was sitting in the nosebleeds for this concert season, I would say, was Ozzy. And even then, at Jones Beach, yeah, you may have been up in a little bit heaven-like state, but you were still able to see the stage. They weren't ants. They weren't these tiny little fucking things. Like, you could see them. And I gotta tell you, I've never seen Ozzy Osbourne live. I really wish that I had and seen him maybe back when he's a little bit less of a, you know, but he was amazing. He played so many songs that I grew up listening to, and he had Zakk Wylde from Black Label Society as his lead guitarist, and oh my god, that man can shred. Holy crap. I mean, I get it. Ozzy took actually at one point, he took like a 20-minute break where Zakk Wylde and the drummer were just going fucking insane, doing these amazing solos. I will be uploading that content to the Feinics Gate on Facebook probably after I finish uploading this podcast. And I gotta tell you, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Like, that show is quite possibly one of the best shows I've ever been to. It's definitely a bucket list show. It's checked on my list. And I just got word that AC/DC is back in the studio. And I am so happy about that, because if they put out another album, that means they're going to go out on another tour. And granted, yeah, it's not going to be the original AC/DC, but I have had the pleasure of seeing the original AC/DC before their member died and things happened. So I'm not too upset, but I would love to see them again. I really would. And it's going to be great, because the next couple months, believe it or not, are looking pretty good. I got New York City Comic Con in 2 3/4 of a week, and I still have so much to do to finish these cosplays. It's ridiculous. And then after that, it's also the Feast of San Gennaro starts next week. And that's huge here in New York. I love the Feast of San Gennaro because my fat Italian ass, well, half Italian, my fat, half Italian ass gets to eat all these fucking amazing foods for mad cheap. And they sell really cool stuff at the vendors, and oh, it's just so much fun. The only thing I hate about it is the crowds. Crowds suck. But it should be a really, really nice time. And Then after that is Comic-Con, and then Halloween, and of course, since it's October, I'm going to get to go. There's going to be so much things that I'm going to be showing you guys on this page. We're going to have live content from Rise of the Jack-O-Lanterns, because I go to that once every year for the last few years. It's an amazing show. If you guys have the ability here in New York to check it out, I really suggest you do. They put on this amazing display of jack-o'-lanterns, and they're in these fantastic shapes, and it's just so, it's worth it. It's worth it. Of course, Fright Fest at Six Flags, I'm definitely going to that. I'm a season pass holder. Why the fuck not? What else? Of course, Halloween. You know, I mean, I'm going to be going to a bunch of things happening throughout the rest of the month. You know, there's, all sorts of things happening. I don't know why my cigarette keeps going out, but whatever. It's gonna be a really jam-packed next couple of months, and it's gonna be fun because then in November starts the comedy festival here in New York, and I'm going to see Bill Burr. I love Bill Burr, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then shout out my girl Rizuki, one of my cosplay sisters. She is putting on this convention out at the Huntington, oh god, what is it? Let me look it up really quick, because I promised her that I would start shouting this out, and my dumbass forgot everything. So, give me 1 second, I'm so sorry, no radio silence here we go. So she is hosting a convention. She's like helping set it up out in Huntington. Here we go, I got it. It's called the Long Island Comic Book Expo, and it's being held at the Huntington Hilton Sunday, November 4th. And it's a brand new convention. They're really trying to get it off the ground, and it's going to be great. And she actually asked me to come there and cosplay, and it looks like I'm going to be bringing in Luna out of retirement for now, because I haven't worn Luna since last year. And it's going to be a really good time, and I cannot believe that my cat is eating the other cat's food on top of the fridge right now. Okay. But yeah, totally, you guys really need to check this out. If you're out in Long Island, go November 4th, mark your calendars, Long Island Comic Book Expo. It's going to be a great time. I cannot personally wait. I love seeing my cosplay fam. I love getting involved, and this is going to be a really good time. I can't wait to support it. Maybe I can get the guys from the New York City edition to come. Who knows? But they're usually done after New York City Comic Con, so whatever. But yeah, it's going to be great. There's a cosplay contest, the whole nine. It's going to be great. So that's where I'll be November 4th. And then WinterCon comes up in December. And that's right here, so I'll probably end up going. But yeah, so let's talk more concert, because I went on a tangent. Whee! I went on a tangent, my bad. How do you say, anyways. Wow, okay, note to self, do not take pain medication right before you're about to go live on the internet, because it's not a good look. I mean, if you guys were here, you could probably ask me anything, and I would probably tell you. That's how a little bit, like, mentally screwed up I am right now. Yeah, whatever, dog. But yeah, it's, okay, so the Fall Out Boy concert was really good. I honestly have never seen Fall Out Boy live, even though I used to listen to them. I mean, I haven't followed Fall Out Boy really, except for what they were putting out on the radio, and then after a while, I just stopped listening to the radio because I got Pandora, so why the fuck do I need to listen to the live radio anymore? And then they got rid of the alternative station. They killed K-Rock, so I only listened to 104.3, which is the oldies station, and they would only play the older Fall Out Boy stuff, if that. So I was really pleased with this concert because the boys can still kick some serious ass. I mean, this is a band that's been around since, like, probably, 2004, 2005, and I followed them since. Just not really hardcore like some of their fans, but I loved the show. It was a really good show, and I definitely would recommend going to see them live. They were a lot of fun. And then as for the Breaking Benjamin show, oh my god. Like, oh my god, that show was amazing. I had so much fun. I mean, and I was in such a mental funk that show was just what the doctor ordered. I absolutely loved it. Hi, Spiro. And it was a lot. Like, I'm so glad that I spent the money to go. I mean, again, it was only $20, but definitely well worth it. Definitely well worth the money. That show was amazing. And the funniest part about it is we almost got rained out again. I was so upset because that's what happened with Marilyn Manson. You guys, I'm pretty sure I talked about this before. And that is the danger you have when you go to these outdoor stadiums. The weather will fuck you up. So we were literally locked in the car. I was a little upset because one of the openers was Bad Wolves, and I've always wanted to see Bad Wolves live. But we got there late because I thought that the show started at 7. It actually started at 6. I'm special. And we missed them. We got to see the second band where, like I said, right now, not really thinking too clearly, so I can't remember. And then we saw Breaking Benjamin. Oh no, it was Breaking Benjamin and Insane Clown Posse. I'm an idiot. Hi, good morning. We're not Insane Clown Posse. Oh my god, Five Finger Death Punch. Wow, okay, Jade, no more painkillers for you tonight. Anyways, so we waited, it was me, my friend Jonathan, and his girlfriend Florence, and we were literally hiding in my car for over an hour, just waiting out the rain, because they stopped letting people in because it was pouring so badly that I was like, fuck this, we're waiting in the car because I'm not wasting my time standing in the fucking pouring rain. No, I'm not doing that. So we stood in the car, we were talking Pokemon and trading Pokemon with our accounts left and right, and we actually, when the rain finally stopped, we went in and we caught the beginning of Breaking Benjamin, and they're just so fucking amazing live. And then right after that came on Five Finger Death Punch. Now I think I saw Five Finger Death Punch on a Warped Tour years ago. Maybe, I can't really recall, but I know I've seen them one time before. And this show was, this is gonna stick in my memory for a long time because it was just so good. Like, I haven't really followed Five Finger Death Punch like that. I wish that I had, because they are so well deserving and they're just such a kick-ass band. Like, the ordinances go at 11 o'clock, you're supposed to stop playing. He turned around and said, fuck that. He actually literally took the digital clock that they keep on the side of the stage for the acts to say, okay, it's time for me to get off, because they get charged fines and all sorts of other things for going over, hi Eric, for going over the time. And they said, fuck that, and they played like an extra 15-20 minutes, which I'm sure they got charged for, but who the fuck cares? It was so good. I mean, in Five Finger Death Punch, they were all about love, and they were supporting the troops, and it was great, because even, like, you know, a lot of people don't realize in this crazy time, you know, I mean, like, fucking people are burning Nikes. What the fuck? You don't want to, dude, you got Nikes you don't want anymore? I'm a size 9.5 in women's, 7 in men's, and, you know, Fernando's a 13. So, hook it up if you don't want your Nikes. Just saying. That's not Cheshire, Spiro. That's actually Sammy. That's her spot. That's what she does. That's Sammy Cat. They have similar coloring, though. Cheshire is asleep over there on the couch. Anyways, so they were really, if you have the chance to go see Breaking Benjamin or Five Finger Death Punch, please go. They're just so good. And then, of course, on top of that, we'd also seen Lindsey Sterling and Evanescence. And I've never had a chance to see Evanescence live. Oh my god, it was the most amazing show I've ever seen. And honestly, I never really paid attention to Lindsey Sterling like that, because she's a violinist, so why would I listen to that? But I didn't realize that she was just so good. She's actually very entertaining to watch. So that was another amazing concert. And then, of course, I'm getting to the coup d'etat, the creme de la creme, Ozzy. I saw Ozzy on Saturday with Fernando and my parents. And my stepfather has seen Ozzy Osbourne before. He got to see him last year with Black Sabbath. This year, we took my mom, and my mother's never seen Ozzy. I've never seen Ozzy. And everybody's like, oh, you got to see a corpse on stage. I don't give a fuck if he was a corpse or not. It's still Ozzy motherfucking Osbourne, and that man can still put on a fucking show. Like, woo! And he was so funny because, like, he's getting the crowd all crazy, and we were amped up in the energy, and it didn't even matter when it started raining on us again. We didn't care. It was like, yeah, fucking Ozzy! Woo! It was great. And then, now we're here, and I'm talking to you fine people. So that's basically what's going on with that. So Jade's concert experience was amazing, as usual, because I love live music. And yeah, so now we're getting into, it's time to start focusing completely and utterly on Comic-Con, because that's coming. And, I'm actually, a lot of people are talking about Comic-Con this year and how much it's going to suck. Now, the convention last year wasn't the greatest because the Javits is under construction. This year, we're being told it's going to be under even more construction, which, this year, so basically, we're going to be dealing with even less space than we were dealing with last year, which is why they end up having some panels outside of the con at, like, Hammerstein Ballroom and a couple other places, all of which you could either walk to or catch a cab to. But, I'm a little annoyed this year because they don't really have a lot of good guests. Like, let's not get it twisted. There's a couple people there that as soon as I saw that they were coming, I was like, mine, need to see you, need to meet you. They're going to have the voice actor for Invader Zim. Hello, I have to meet him. Aisha Tyler's going to be there. I want to meet her. They just announced Mark Ruffalo. I would love to get a photo op with him, so I'm probably going to. But he's only going to be there Thursday, but I have all 4 days, so it doesn't matter. I got my Momoa photo op, so that's, yeah. I'm a little annoyed, though, because he moved his day. He was originally supposed to be there on Sunday, the same day that I go with my mom. And now he moved it to Saturday, which annoys me, because I spent all that money to get my photo op with him on Sunday so that my mother could have a photo with that man, and now he's doing it Saturday. Wow, that kind of sucks. But Aisha Tyler's going to be there, Mark Ruffalo, Zachary Levi, Michelle Rodriguez was secretly announced. Like, I didn't catch that announcement, and I'm just like, yes, oh my god, I love her. She's amazing. She is my ultimate lesbian crush, and I can't wait to meet her. Like, I'm getting a photo op with that woman because, splooge, total splooge. My cosplays are all set up. I did have to ixnay one of my newer cosplays that I was going to debut, mainly because I don't have time to finish it. I can't find all the, I'm not done crafting. I still have to finish painting and finishing crafting Fernando's costume for Saturday. And, we gotta do test runs and makeup tests and all this shit. And we only have 2.5 weeks to get it done. And my cosplays, I'm resurrecting 1, 2, oh god, every single one of them is a resurrected cosplay, just upgraded. So, no new debuts this year. Sorry. Kind of sucks. Maybe I'll have it done for WinterCon, but I might bring back Cammy for WinterCon. I'm debating it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, everything's up in the air right now. It's just, cosplay is expensive, people. You guys don't even understand how expensive this fucking hobby of mine is, and the time it takes to get it done. Like, you gotta find the right components, the right paint, then you gotta do it correctly. It's so crazy. And cosplayers are notorious procrastinators. So, what do? We do what's called the con crunch, and 90% of the work that will be done on a cosplay will be done the night before. Or the night before the night before. Me, I'm trying to not have that happen. And, ew, WinterCon, ew. Hey, you know what, dude? WinterCon is WinterCon. I may not even go. I don't know yet. I gotta see when it falls on. Because I may have things happening in December that I don't want to get into on the podcast just yet. Because that's a surprise. But yeah, so all 4 days. The other thing that's kind of annoying me is that while they're slowly rolling out more guests, like, I go there also for the exclusives. Like, I like collecting certain things. I like having the exclusive stuff that you could get. And they have not announced a lot. Like, I think we finally just got what pops are going to be coming out the other day. Tomorrow they're opening up the lotteries and the all sorts of things to get into the different panels. There you go. And, you know, the Funko Pop lottery and all those things, those are opening up tomorrow. So I have to go and sign up for all of that. And it's like, I don't know. For some reason this year, I'm just not excited. You know, I'm not excited this year. It's lost its luster. I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it. But I'm just really not excited about going. I'm not. Like, Thursday I'm going to be dressed. I might as well tell you guys what my cosplay lineup is because they're not new. They're not new. I'm not debuting, so it's not like a boom, surprise, Jade's dressed as something new. Basically, Thursday I'll be there as Princess Merida from Brave. I upgraded her, so I no longer look like a medieval Poison Ivy. Which is what a lot of people thought I was, and it was kind of pissing me off when I was wearing her last year because they were like, oh, medieval Poison Ivy. I'm like, no, I'm Merida from Brave, but okay. So I upgraded the costume. So here we go. It'll be fun. We'll see what happens and we'll see what kind of review I get. Thursday, I'm bringing back... Hi, Mary! Bringing back... Friday, I'm bringing back Bulma Quinn, which was a huge fucking splash last year. Everybody fucking loved it. Fernando will be bringing back his Joku, and it'll be pretty cool because I've upgraded Bulma, and I'm actually borrowing a prop from my lovely Mary here, and I'm probably gonna end up buying it. But I'm borrowing it for now. And what do you call it? Saturday is a big debut. I have not worn my green Phoenix in over almost 10 years. She was retired after me and my ex-fiance split up. And here's the fucking irony of this, ladies and gentlemen. My ex-fiance, who I have not seen in several years, is going to be at New York City Comic-Con. I haven't asked him if he's cosplaying yet. I really hope he's not doing his Wolverine. Da Big Hammer. Yeah, girl. I gotta drive out to you and get that by this weekend, actually. Or next week. Sometime. We need to make plans, you and me, Mare. But, yeah. So my ex-fiance is going to be at New York City Comic-Con. We are on speaking terms, but it's not great. And, I have a feeling it's going to be slightly awkward if he's there dressed as his Wolverine. Because the last time I wore the Phoenix, he wore that Wolverine. So, I mean, I know he's worn it since, but I personally have not worn my Phoenix. So it's going to be a little weird. But I'm with a whole huge Marvel group, so it's going to be great. And we're going to, you know, I'm finishing up Fernando's costume. His is a debut. Why do douchebags always cosplay Wolverine? Maybe because Wolverine himself was kind of a douchebag. Just saying. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Wolverine. I ship Phoenix and Wolverine more than I ship Cyclops and Phoenix, even though that's actual canon. As is, I think, Wolverine and Phoenix. But whatever. I prefer that matchup. I don't know. Always have. And douchebags do have a tendency to dress up as Wolverine. Why? Because he's semi-fairly easy to cosplay. I mean, if you really think about it, what do you need? A wig that gives you little pointy ears and claws. That's fucking all you fucking need to play Wolverine. You know? And a white tank top and jeans with a belt buckle. A belt that has a buckle. It's one of the easiest cosplays to do. Honestly. So that's probably why. And yes, Wolverine is a lovable asshole. Because I love him. I do. But yeah. So that's going to be happening on Saturday, and then Sunday I'm bringing back a a cosplay that I debuted at EternalCon last year, Volcana. I liked the way that she came out, and it's a very comfortable cosplay, and that's why I'm going to be wearing it Sunday, because I'm sure I'm going to be fucking exhausted, and there's nothing I want to do more than be fucking comfortable on the last day of Comic-Con, because I'm going to be trussed up in all these fucking other costumes and wearing all these fucking cinchers and, you know, all these things just to make me look like, you know, hot, and I just want to be comfortable on Sunday, and I gotta be with my mom and running around doing stuff that she enjoys, so I want to be comfortable. Shoot me, you know. But yeah, those are my 4 cosplays for the weekend, and it's gonna be fun. And I haven't decided if I'm gonna be hitting up any after parties yet. I probably will. I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you guys are doing, and I would really, really love to hear your experiences with New York City Comic Con or any comic convention. I mean, I know Eric just got back from Power Morphicon a couple of weeks ago, and I'm so jealous, because that's one convention that I've always wanted to go to. And, the Florida edition's going to another convention this weekend down in Kissimmee, and I'm jealous, because, like, they've gone to more conventions than I have. And I'm impressed. Guys, you're kicking some ass down there. I fucking love it. Sorry, this is like very uncomfortable. Anyways, yeah. Oh God. But, in all actuality, I know, like, people sit there and they're always trying to debut new cosplays and be new and fresh. In actuality, since I haven't gone to a single convention all year, I don't care if I bring back a cosplay that I've been seen in before. I don't give 2 fucks, honestly. I'm just looking forward to getting a whole bunch of new photographs taken so I can add them to my cosplay portfolio and just basically have a good time with my friends. That's really what I want to do at this convention. Honestly, I don't know what exclusives are out or anything like that. So, Eric, I saw that you had commented you wanted me to try to get you something. Hit me up privately and let me know what it is that you are looking for. And if I can afford it, maybe I'll get it. If I can get it. I make no promises, sir. But yeah, how long have I even been going? Probably not even that long. I don't even know. I don't even know. Like I said, I've been talking to myself for like over 40 minutes now. Hey, Boo. Hi, Joe. How are you? But yeah, so New York City Comic Con, and then like I was saying, October is my time. Like, I am the queen of Halloween. I love everything that has to do. I mean, I'm a fucking cosplayer. Every day is Halloween for me, but Halloween month, which for me started September 1st, is a big thing because I do everything. I mean, I mentioned in the last cast that I wanted to go apple picking. Thank you, Joe. I wanted to go apple picking, and I have to set that up. I want to get to the Renaissance Fair. I was supposed to go like over this weekend, but it was fucking raining, and I'm not going to be outside in a field playing dress up, even though I missed Pirates weekend, and that makes me sad because it would have been kind of fun to dress up in my old pirate outfit. But, c'est la vie. Shit happens. So maybe I'll go this weekend. I don't know. But, it would be, I really do want to get to the Renaissance Fair. That ends at the end of September. I want to get apple picking. It's my time of the year to do that. You know, there's a lot of things that I do only in the fall, and I live for it every single fall. Like, I want to go to the wineries that are out in Long Island because they put out their fall stuff, and that's usually pretty good shit. I don't know. I love the fall. The fall is my time. I mentioned this on the last cast on issue 11, how much I love the fall. And yeah, Joe, it is a really good time. I love doing these things. And then in October, the Rise of the Jack-o'-lanterns, I mentioned that already. I can't wait for that. There's going to be all sorts of like fun things to do, Halloween parties and clubs and all sorts of different things. And it's my time. It's my time to shine. And then I go into dormant state for the winter, and then it starts all over again in January and February. Because then you have KatsuCon and all sorts of these other conventions. And yeah, Joe, I'm not a summer person. Everybody always is like, oh, the summer, the beach. I don't go to the beach. I don't do that. I mean, the only thing I like about summer is the fact that I can wear tank tops instead of t-shirts. And yeah, that's literally the only reason how you'll know the seasons have changed is instead of wearing these, I wear t-shirts. Also fucking winter. I don't wear long sleeve shirts. I'm not that kind of a... I can't handle it. I get overheated too easily. It's another reason why I don't like the summer. I overheat like that. It's crazy. Like when I went to Warped Tour, I got overheated and had to miss like a lot of the show because I was so sick from fucking heat poisoning. I had minor heat stroke. That was not a fun time. It's not. I don't like it. But yeah. So and like, okay, here's something that just popped into my head. It's been all over the news lately. Our news. Henry Cavill has dropped out from the DCEU as Superman. Now, he claims it's from scheduling conflicts. I don't know. But why would you give up a gig like Superman? Unless it's something really good. And I heard said it was probably for 007. Like, supposedly he's going to be the next James Bond or something. I got to look into it. I don't know the whole story. If any of you actually who are watching right now know what the fuck I'm talking about, can you please tell me? Because I'm kind of lost here. The only thing that I did catch, and this is what made my boy Tommy down from the Florida edition go yee and geek out, is that supposedly they're talking to Michael B. Jordan into being Superman, since, you know, Killmonger's dead. Can't bring that character back. Or can you? Woo! Anyways, Joe, bullshit, he wanted more and they wouldn't pay him. And you know what, honestly, I'm not surprised. Do you want to know why? They don't got the fucking money to pay him. They didn't make the money like that's needed that Avengers made. You know, the DC universe fucking sucks. It sucks. Like, let's not get this twisted. Ben Affleck supposedly walked from Batman. Now Henry Cavill is walking from Superman. Those are your two main fucking characters besides Gal Gadot, who's coming out with her Wonder Woman 1986 movie next year. And then on top of that, guys, Captain Marvel's coming out. Captain fucking Marvel's coming out. And from what I'm told, it's gonna be amazing! Have you seen the costumes? What? I can't wait for this fucking movie. Marvel is killing it. Marvel is killing the DCU. They're killing it. There's no coming back. It's been on life support. Take it off. They're brain dead. They're a fucking vegetable. Unplug. Sign the DNR, DC. You're not coming back. You just stick to what you know, which is cartoons. You know? Stick to Young Justice, which I've been waiting for, and fuck you for only offering it on your goddamn subscription service, which I can't afford to get. It's like... Eric says, I don't really care for the DC cinematic universe. DC owns Marvel in their animated... Thank you, Eric! That's what I just said. You are absolutely correct. DC in their animated universe, unbeatable. The vocal talents alone are just amazing. And I have not seen a Marvel movie animated Marvel movie, let me correct myself. And, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so DC animated, that is the standard. You can't compare to that. And you're right, I guess Joe is talking about Gal Gadot. Apparently she got screwed during award season. I don't watch award shows like that. I should, considering I am supposedly a pop culture reporter now for this podcast. I don't know anything about awards shows because honestly also I never know when they're on. I don't really watch cable. So I don't know. Plus also to get back to like everything else. These movies that are coming out, there's a whole slew of movies that are coming out back to back to back to back. And, sometimes I feel like we just get oversaturated. Like, we're really oversaturated with all these things. And what annoys me the most about the DCEU is that, yes, Joe, I have 7 cats, so you're going to see cats behind me a lot. What do you call it? Great, now I lost my train of thought again. Anyways, oh yeah. What I don't like about what I like about Marvel is their consistency. In the Marvel movie cinematic universe, except for Spider-Man, you have consistency. There's only been one. Also the Hulk. There's only been one Iron Man. There's only been one, there's, like, most of these characters only have one actor who's played them the entire time that they've come out. With the exception of Spider-Man and the Hulk, because you've had 3 Hulks, which Mark Ruffalo being the latest and that I personally like the best. And then you've had 3 Spider-Mans, which is, what do you call it? I don't even remember their names right now. I don't care. But, their characters are consistent. You do not have them swapping out every other fucking movie. And I like that about Marvel. With DC, how many Supermans have we gone through? I mean, we've gone through, what, 2, 3? We've gone through 4 different Batmans. I mean, like, God, no, way more than that. We've had Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, now Ben Affleck. I mean, we've had so many fucking Batmans. We've had 3 different Jokers. We've had, there's just, like, no consistency with their characters, so you cannot really build a rapport with them. I mean, then we've had, 2 different Catwomans with Michelle Pfeiffer and then whatever that fucking other bitch's name is. I don't really care. But, like, these are characters that you know and you love, and they're constantly being played by different actors. And don't get me wrong, I love the different portrayals that they put and the different spins that they put, except fuck you, Jared Leto. You fucking suck. But, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you don't build these connections with the DC cinematic universe that you do with Marvel. And these characters, and I know that actors hate being typecasted as a certain role, but you gotta understand that people start to identify, especially children, identify these actors as these characters. And that's how, Joe, I'm pretty sure there was about maybe 5 Spider-Man movies, and soon to be 6. Not counting Venom, because Venom is Spider-Man, but not really, because it's different. It's offshoot. What do you call it? I lost my train of thought again. Anyways, but, like, you honestly, you gotta understand, these characters in Marvel are still the characters. Like, I can go back to the beginning of the first Iron Man. It's all the same characters. They got them to come back. With DC, yes, it was Anne Hathaway. Thank you, Joe. With DC, you don't have that consistency. If you want to go back to the very first Batman movie, that's Michael Keaton, who still is my fucking favorite Batman. Then, right after that, you had, after Batman and then Batman Returns, you had Val Kilmer. And then it was George Clooney. And then, right after that, they redid Batman again with Christian Bale and the Dark Knight series. Then Christian Bale was like, I'm done. And then they got Ben Affleck for Batman vs. Superman. And then, that latest movie. They screwed up the 3rd one, and that's why they switched actors. Dude, Tobey Maguire, horrible Spider-Man. Fuck him. He's just a little crybaby bitch boy. I personally think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. I like Tom Holland as a Spider-Man. I do. He has it. You know what it is there's a certain je ne sais quoi that Spider-Man has to have, and Tobey Maguire didn't have it. The other guy, I'm told, I can't, for the life of me can't remember his name, had it, but he didn't want to do Spider-Man again, so they got Tom Holland, and I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. But this is what I'm talking about. There's no consistency. Say you're just getting into DC, right? And you want to watch these movies, and you want to get to know these characters, but you don't read the comics. So you have no exposure besides this. And then you're sitting here going, well, why are these guys always changing? that's basically my point. Like, there's no consistency in the DC universe. People drop in, they drop out, they drop in, they drop out. They do what they can. I mean, unfortunately, and I'm praying that Gal Gadot does continue to be Wonder Woman, because honestly, I don't think there's anybody else that can do it. I really don't. I mean, Batman, there are other actors that you could probably get that would be a better Batman. I mean, honestly, I think, you know who would make a great Batman? Krasinski. I think that he would make an amazing Batman, honestly. Fuck Jared Leto as the Joker. If Margot Robbie does decide to come back, because I just saw that they are going to be coming out with a Suicide Squad 2. So, who knows where that's going to go? I mean, that whole comic book series is great, but you got to read the comic book series to really understand the fucking theme of these movies, because that movie was just, it was trash. It was trash. But, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. People can sit here and debate with me all they want about it. I mean, I welcome it. Please do. I love the dialogue. I mean, and guys, like I say all the time, every cast, you want me to talk about something? Hit me up. Text me if you have my phone number. Hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up through the podcast page. Hit me up through Instagram. I'm the same name on every single bit of social media. You can find me on podcastcity.net. You can find me on Facebook at the Feinics Gate, on Instagram at the Feinics Gate. Same spelling. Hit me up if you have ideas on what you want me to talk about, and I will talk about them. I'm honestly just shooting from the hip here because, like I said, I didn't really have a set plan for this cast tonight. I'm just reviewing what's been going on with me the past couple weeks. I'm talking about things that I saw on the internet the last few days. I know Tommy was geeking out about Michael B. Jordan possibly becoming the next Superman, and Alex A-Town Ryan from the New York City edition was saying hell fucking no, and it wasn't even because he doesn't want a black Superman, it's because it's Michael B. Jordan. And honestly, I gotta agree with him. That's a no for me, dog. Sorry. No. But I'm gonna wrap it up because it's late. It's almost 10 o'clock at night, and American Horror Story Apocalypse is about to start. I can't wait. I love American Horror Story. I've been watching it since the beginning, and this one is supposed to be a combination of Murder House and Coven, my two favorite fucking seasons. So, I'm going to bid my goodbyes. Again, shout out to podcastcity.net and podcastcity.network. Shout out to the New York City edition and the Florida edition of the Second Rounds on us. Tune in tomorrow to the New York City edition on the Second Rounds page on Facebook. They're going to be talking with Bobby Geek and Nerdington. From, they're going to be debating who had the better cartoons, Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. That's something I'm probably, hi Tiff, I'm probably going to be talking about too in a later show, but I need guests for that. So I'll be setting that up because that's an age-old debate. I mean, who had the better, was it Nicktoons or was it the Cartoon Network? Cartoon! I mean, come on, these are the kid things of our childhood here. Whatever. So tune into them tomorrow. And tune in all weekend, well, on Saturday at least, and so I don't even know if the boys in Florida are going to be there, or the boys and my sister, Ashley Stashbox, are going to be there all weekend. I don't know, but they're doing the Kissimmee convention, they're hosting the cosplay contest. It's going to be an amazing time. Tune into them over the weekend, and I will be back next Wednesday. Hit me up with ideas on what you would like me to talk about, and I will talk about them. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye. Okay, bye.